Hello and welcome back to the last tutorial for Space Invaders. I'm going to combine the deploying one and this one too. So we're going to make the splash state, and then at the end I'm going to make a short little HTML tutorial because we're going to be putting our jar up on the website today, right now. So yeah, so we're going to go ahead, and I'm also going to show you guys a little bit of the GitHub process at the end of this video as well, so that you can get used to that. And I'll make the formal GitHub video later on. So go ahead and make a new, actually no, we don't need a new class. We need SplashState. We need to change this to Splash. So we should get a blank screen. We have nothing here yet. Awesome. So SplashState. So we're going to have a camera, so we can go ahead, copy the camera and the viewport and the stars. Okay. And we can copy, do I have the set values? Yes, we do. Copy just all of this up to this init here. Just get rid of all this. Here we go. And then view.update. Go ahead, view.update with height true. Alright, I'm kind of rushing through this a little bit. So copy this down, pause the video, copy this, pause the video, copy this. Alright, so now we're going to do the stuff that's specific to this one. So private, we're going to give it a texture. We're going to call it text. We're going to make a private, oh boy, T, with them, import that. Private float, we're going to make text. Oh, we actually need a string as well, so string text. So private float text x, text y, text width, and then we're going to make the one for the texture, so text x, text y, text width, and text height. Alright, and we're going to make a private float time and timer. Alright, so in our init, we're going to go ahead and do, actually up here, text equals new texture splash.png. I keep forgetting to put that T there for some reason, which would be this image right here. It's very similar to this one except for bigger. Alright, and timer is, this is going to last for 5 seconds, and the time will be, start off with 0, of course. So that set value, so text will be Santa Susana Game Development Club presents and then text height would be text.getHeight. Text width equals text.getWidth. And let's make sure to dispose text, by the way. Text.dispose. Alright, make sure you do that. Alright, so text width, text height, text y, or x equals my constants dot world width times 0.5 minus text height, no, width times 0.5f. Okay, just copy this, change this to capital Y, change this to height, and then change this to world height. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and copy this. So copy this into your draw method. And first thing you're going to draw is our texture, text width, or no, not the width. You want text x and text y. sb.end. We should not get any null pointers. Okay, so this is in the dead center of the screen, and it stays there when you resize. Alright. And then text width is my constants world width minus 20. Text x equals 10. Text y is equal to text y minus 12, because remember the string's y coordinate is at the top right and the texture's coordinate is in the top left, or bottom left, sorry. So I want game.res.getFont main.draw. We're going to draw an SB text. No, that's wrong. Whatever, I'll fix that later. Target width, text width, align.center, true. We're gonna fix this, change this to text x. Alright, and put our semicolon to end the line. So, we got our, oh, what happened there? Oh, text x. There we go. Susana Game Development Club presents, and it wraps. Oh, of course, and it resizes. Alright, so now we're just gonna give it the functionality that puts it in the, that takes you to the home screen, or to the title screen. So first we're gonna do if myInput dot key pressed myInput dot start. Alright, gsm.setState states.title. Alright, so if you press enter, you should be taken to the title screen. Alright, and then here we're gonna, we have to set values here. And then time plus equals dt if time is greater than timer. GSM, we're just gonna copy this line down here. Alright, so that's actually it. So if you wait 5 seconds, 2, 3, 4, 5, it should switch. There we go. You press enter to play, it takes you to the game, and you press escape to exit the game. If you press enter, it takes you to the game automatically. So this is a done game. We just finished Space Invaders. So congratulations. Now it's done. Great. So now let's go ahead and put this on a website. So you don't have to know HTML. So I'm going to show you guys just a glimpse of the GitHub process when it comes to Game Dev Club and how we do it. So I'm going to go to my GitHub account. So we're going to go here, and let's go to our Game Dev site. So this is the code of the website. So the first thing you're going to look at if you ever have something to do on a project, you're going to go ahead and look into your issues. Now these issues are pretty much just tickets, like requests to do something, pretty much. So we're going to make a new issue. Whenever you want to do something, let's make an issue. We're going to make post Space Invade or upload Space Invaders jar. Alright, and sometimes this is for someone else to do, so make sure your names are meaningful. We're going to give this add new content information with a high priority because we're doing it right now. Alright, oops. Yeah, and milestone, this is just the way to track how much you have left to do in a certain month or so. And then you can assign some people. See, these are all you guys. But I'm going to go ahead and assign myself since I'm doing this right now. Submit new issue. Alright, so we've got this issue, and we got this issue number 53 here. So, this is not the full process. I'm skipping some stuff I'm not going to do because I don't do it on this repo, but when we actually make games, I will show you. And I will make a GitHub video, as you can probably see these issues. There's a GitHub video. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and we're going to open up Visual Studio, which is what I use to edit the website. And we're going to go ahead and open up GitHub for desktop, which is GitHub's visual editor that lets us put stuff up on the website, on manage GitHub. So these are all these different repositories. So this is GitHub for desktop, and yeah, so let's go ahead and we have to wait for Visual Studio. Okay, so actually while we wait for, oh never mind. So game dev site, go ahead. Let's go into that. Okay, so while we wait for that to happen, let's go into Eclipse. Now let's export our program into a jar file. So Java jar file, or we want a runnable jar file actually. So launch configuration, desktop, Space Invaders, desktop, export destination. I'm going to go ahead and export it into just the Game Dev Club, and I'm going to put it Space Invaders tutorial. I'm just going to put it here, Space Invaders .jar. Alright, so finish. Repacks reference libraries. Okay, that's fine. That's gonna pretty much pack libgdx into the jar file as well as our program, which is good. We want that. Okay, so now that Visual Studio should be up. There we go. So this is the website right here. Yeah, so we're going to go ahead and go into games. I use what's called Bootstrap, which kind of organizes everything. So let's go ahead, and if you know HTML, you should know H3 is a header tag. So we're going to do for everyone. Alright? Control F5, we're going to go ahead and take a look at what this website looks like on the local version. So games actually. As you can see now, there's this link here that's not here before. So we're going to put our game into the folder for game files that I've got here. So Game Dev Club, you're going to put it into wherever you want. Okay, think to be Space Invaders. Make sure it just copied it. Okay, so now we're going to make a paragraph tag with an A tag inside of it. Yeah, so control 1. So game files / space invaders .jar. We're called download the game here. So these A's mean it's a link, and these P's mean paragraph, which means there will be like a little space between the supposed to be for blocks of text. So as you can see, download game here, and it should resize. Alright. So they download the game here, and it has this, cancel that. Alright, so now we go into GitHub, and there are changes. So it shows you that you added this file, and it shows that you added these lines to this file. So, our conventions for the commit names is you put the number of the issue, so number 53, you reference the issue, number 53, you're going to put added space invaders jar. Make sure that these commit names are meaningful so that people who are coming in to look at the commits can know what was done in that commit. So commit to master. If you need more detailed descriptions, you can put it down here, but we don't need that. So sync it. This is how it will pretty much be. And then there's the whole pull request thing. I will show you guys in the GitHub video how we will actually be using this to contribute to one project, and we're all coding on our own computers, and we don't need to have like USBs and all that stuff, because last year that was a nightmare. So it's syncing, and now we wait because my computer is doing a lot of different things right now, so it's kind of slow. Actually, while we wait, let's go ahead and check out our new jar file. Space Invaders .jar. It should run. Yep. And it created our save file. which is good. So press enter to play. We have our game here, and it's good. It's here. It exists. We can go ahead and die. They're hitting the shields. Oh my god. I'm trying to die on purpose. Oh, it's done sinking. Okay, let's just escape. And as you can see, it has our save file, so that worked out. And our high score is saved. Cool. So, this is done syncing, so you should see in the issue that I referenced the I put this number 53 means I referenced this issue. So, now we go into our actual Game Dev Club website, the live version, because this GitHub is really cool. When you commit something to the repository, it automatically puts it on our server at cPanel with GoDaddy. So you go here, and it's here, the actual game itself. So we can download it from the website and play it. All right, I'm showing you guys this because maybe some of you guys want to make your own games and host it online. What just happened? It's crashing. I wonder why. Let's show in folder. Let's go ahead, copy this right here. Let's delete all this. Okay, so Space Invaders. Run the command prompt. Let's see what's wrong. CD. It's probably a save file that's in here. So Java jar. This is a good way to debug jar files. You have to run them in the command prompt. Paste that. Enable to access jar file space invader.jar. cd e /download. cde. I don't know what's going on. Alright, here we go. What? Let's just make a batch that runs this. Make a new... Oh wait, no, that wouldn't be good. We just drag and drop this into here. Or, I'm sorry. There's probably a save file. .save. That's messing this up. Yep, let's go ahead and just delete all of these. Yes. Alright. Now it should run. There we go. Sorry about that. Alright, cool. So that's that. That's Space Invaders. It's done. Now you've made Space Invaders. You can show off to all your friends, even though you pretty much copied the code from me. It's still something to show off, because you should have learned and understood what all this is. So yeah, it's pretty simple. So yeah, so I don't know what the next project that I will make tutorials on will be. I know, as you probably saw, this was a little sneak peek in the issues. I will be starting an intermediate programming tutorial, so I'll make a video all about enums and hash maps and interfaces, and I'll come up with more stuff. I'll look into a Java book that I have to get some more intermediate things to teach you guys. So yeah, so that's that. Thank you so much for watching this tutorial. This was a lot of fun to make, so and I love teaching you guys. And if you have any questions, you gotta text me, you gotta email me, you gotta Skype me, all that stuff. You can tweet at me, if you want. If you have my Twitter, you can ask me for my Twitter. I'll give it to you. So yeah, that's that, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.